Hey everybody, taking the road trek for a spin down the road. Going to my brother's house to help him out on his house today. Driving to the city of Webster, Massachusetts. And see, there it is right there. It's like a foggy windows. This is the, I'll give you a picture of the brand new police station as we drive by. I'll just do it like that when we drive by. But this is the thriving metropolis of Webster, Massachusetts. That's the post office right there. And let me show you this library they just built. This is the old, I don't know what this old building is right here, but they just built that brand new library over there. Grady's Kelly or something like that, public library. I'll go back over here. Now, this is the brand new police station they built. The joke was, because Webster's kind of has a rough reputation, so they had to build extra holding cells. But probably more of a joke than anything. Probably wasn't that funny, but that's it right there. That building right there. But that's it. And you get back into the old area of Webster and all that. But I wish I had a place I could kind of park this phone while I'm driving and talking without my fingers being in the way. That's not really working out. That would have worked out better the other way. But anyway, so I got the van. I got it kind of torn apart. I don't know if you can see it back there or not. I got all these seats out behind me, and I got the back bed and seats on the side all put in place in that little table. So I got it that far. It rained pretty heavily last night, so I have a couple. The third tail light is leaking and not working. I was just looking at that this morning. I don't need it. I don't need it for this ride, but I gotta find a better way to hold this phone. That's uncomfortable. Wow. So that's what I like about taking it. I took the awning off yesterday too because I noticed that was leaking. The bolts coming right through it, and the way they did it, I don't know why. A bunch of Canadians, they should have known better when they built this van. To put a block between the cabinet and the fiberglass shell, they just smushed everything together. I mean, they could have popped a hole in the fiberglass. They put a lot of extra pressure on the fiberglass that doesn't need to be there, and they broke the cabinets. So from factory, it looked like that. So we got men at work over here. Guys working hard in the rain. I'm surprised they're out in the rain. Holy guacamole! See that? I got a copper. Got the stuff working over here. Brand new sidewalks. Oh yeah, up in the Northeast, we love to spend that money on sidewalks that nobody uses. I mean, nobody. Sorry about the hand movement again, but just trying to find myself comfortable. I'm driving through this town and trying to get my phone comfortable, doing all the stuff I'm not supposed to be doing. But yeah, so back to the road trek. I mean, it runs better, I guess, if I let it warm up. Again, it's a 94. I don't know a lot about. It's a gas engine like any other thing, but I mean, probably more needs to be ridden than not, and that'll get the bugs out of it and all that. But it is running better. The brakes aren't locking up. Spent $2,000 getting it all looked over and fixed and stupid stuff done. That I couldn't figure out what was right or wrong. So that was a $600 computer as part of that price. So, I probably could have had the whole thing done for like $1,200 if it was, if it wasn't for the computer. But still, to me, worth the money. Have a garage look at it. They check the motor out. The motor was definitely acting really weird. It ended up being the computer had a short in it. But so he changed that. I have a module. It's not a computer yet in these, which I guess is a computer, whatever. But yeah, so I got the bed set up. I got a leak in the back. I don't have any. These upper windows don't seem to be leaking. It looks like a butcher job up there. What he did to fix them. until I find the windows, I'm gonna have to make do with what I have. Or once I figure out what the gaskets are to hold those windows in, I can replace them. But I'm gonna go up there. I'll just have to clean it up. That's all. I know they sell a white self-leveling sealant. I don't know if that's gonna work as well on an angle, but you know, I could go up there and babysit it for a while. You know, I've had to float floors and everything, so it took forever to do what I wanted to do. So not like I can't do that either, but you know, it's running good. It's running better. I'm starting to trust it, and that was definitely a thing. I mean, it's only like the third ride out from my sisters to my brothers. It's an hour, about a 50-minute ride. But you know, I gotta get a trust going on this thing where it's not gonna be making severe breakdown issues. Because I mean, if I'm gonna get this sucker out to its home licensed area of South Dakota, this thing needs to get reliable, you know. And hopefully that'll be the summer trip once I get going here, you know. But we'll see what happens. I mean, my sister happened to have a big project coming up. My brother's gonna need. The brother I'm going to help is going to need help getting that done, so I may be out here for maybe a month longer than I want to be, but I'll just have to play it by ear. It might be a summer into the fall kind of a travel. I don't know yet. The breakdown of the truck and the sale of the truck and the purchase of this was really a setback in a lot of ways. Saved me a bunch of money, otherwise I would have had to get a job right away, which the Fiat system loves, and you need more money. Oh boy, that Fiat system love that. It's able to tax the crap out of you for it, you know. And I just, you know, I was guided to another option, which was selling the truck. But I was surprised. I think I'd get $4 or $5 grand for it, you know. They offered me $10 grand for it, for a 2014 with 135,000 miles on it, and that was a King Ranch 4x4, 4-door with a cap on it, nice cap too, the Lear cap. They gave me 10 grand for that thing, so I'm like, I wanted 12, but I ain't gonna cry over 2 grand. I've lost more money than that, you know. I was married before. I paid, my child support total, and you know, I'm not balking at that I had to pay, you know, I had to help raise the kids and all that. But I'm just stating the fact that my problem was the state had control of that, you know, and that was my mistake. So anybody that is going through a divorce, do not let, this is Massachusetts, but that's any state, do not let the state babysit your situation. She wants to take you to court every other month, go for it. Go to court every other month, because that was my mistake. By not going to court every other month, I could have chiseled her down as she was trying to chisel me up, you know, and it would have worked out. But instead, I don't like to make waves in fights, you know. So I only went to court once when I had a legit reason to go to court to bring the child support down from $275 down to $160 per week. But the total was like almost $150,000 for. The oldest one was, well, till this year, it doesn't matter how old they were, they both sides at the same time, they both ended at the same time. But I'll go with the oldest one, 7 to 22. Yeah, well, 21. She turned 22 and I have to pay no more. And because I paid extra on her, they let me go on my 19-year-old, which I still help out a little bit anyways on my own, and I always have. I bought their braces. I paid for trips going places, even for the ex-wife. I paid her part too, you know what I mean? So it's not like I was being a jerk about it. I mean, I didn't ask for any money for the braces. That was $5 grand, you know. So when I had the money, I had no problem helping out with the extra, you know, just to leave the support alone. You know, leave the sport alone, and I'll pay that whole thing, and that'll make it even. You know, even one year, we had actually that was when I went in for the reduction in child support. I said I'll take the reduction. Right now, the state and Fed is giving her more money in the tax return than I could ever get if I had both of them under my umbrella. You know, me raising them. So I said, you know what? The state wants to be stupid. The fiat system wants to be stupid. Let her have both of them to collect, to claim, and she ended up getting an additional $4,000. So when it all came down to the bottom line dollar, she actually made money by doing that. She made more money by letting the state do whatever they're going to do by getting in the way than I could have ever done for her. So you know what? And I'm not saying dump your kids on the state, and that's not what I did. I was, like I said, up until December 31st, I was paying $160 every week, and I paid it, except through COVID, I paid it religiously. COVID sent me for a loop, that's for sure. I was self-employed, and I was out of money. But a house to either keep and get a job or sell and hope for the best. So we sold it. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not worried about. Life is what life is. You're not gonna. What's a movie? A time machine, I think it's called. The guy's girlfriend, they get mugged in the New York Central Park. The wife gets shot and killed. And then the guy goes back in time, makes a time machine, goes back in time to try and get her out of that situation, puts her on the street, goes across the street to get some roses, and she gets run over by a horse and buggy. So he realized he couldn't affect change. And there is some truth to that, but it's not total truth. You can affect change by your choices in life, you know? You're not going to affect anybody around you, but you're going to affect what happens to you. It didn't take time. Like that child support and the whole situation, I was working on that since July. It was before that, because I finally got a letter back from them confirming they received it finally. July 2020, right in the middle of the stupidity spasm that the whole world was having. And they sent me a canceled thing saying they received it into the court. And you hear another word from them, not another word. I had to get a lawyer on it. That was another $1,500. I got $350 back, so it cost me $1,200, $1,100 to not $1,200. Just round numbers. 353 minus 15. I know it's not, but anyways, you know what I'm saying. So it worked out. You know, it's all set. I don't owe anymore. I'm not getting any letters anymore from the state. It's all shut down. It's all been done. I'm even going to make a courtesy phone call to make sure that it is shut down. You know what I mean? To make sure there's nothing owed. And actually, probably had. Well, I'm sure the ex-wife did that, because she would have been all over. Hey, you know, that ain't canceled yet, because she did that after I told her it's over. She says, "Well, they're still showing that you owe money." I go, "Yeah, but they're wrong, because it's." I owe money up to the date that judge says it's over. I don't owe a dime past that date. So whether they're going to get me money back or not, I don't know. I don't care about the money back. I don't want the money back. Just what's paid is paid, and that's it. It's over, you know. I don't care. It's going to be another $100. I don't really care. I'm not going after the nickels and pennies on this. Judges and lawyers love that shit, you know. Anybody out there that's gonna have to deal with a lawyer and a judge, you better make sure you're not going for the jugular vein, because they can tell the difference when you're going for the jugular vein. Oh, if you're just trying to deal with it as not honestly, sensibly. The honesty. Don't go into court thinking honest. There's no honesty in this whole damn system. So get that right out of your head. There's no honesty in this system. Sensibly. What makes the most sense to you and to your counterpart. And sometimes you may have to, you know what, as long as the court can shut it down once for all, let it be what it's going to be. You're going to have to let God rule and reign in this area big time. Because there was stuff that I had to do that I didn't want to do, but I'm like, you know what? It could be worse. I could be in jail right now, you know, and having Bubba, you know, having his way with me. So I'm not that bad off, you know. No, we got a Dunkin' Donuts line out in the street. Wow, this is why I hate Dunkin' Donuts. Everybody's got to get their addiction on. I make my own coffee. Come on, get that sled out of the way. Thank you. Gotta let the land yacht through. Yeah, it's kind of dreary, rainy, foggy day. Night, we didn't warm. It's warming up. That was pretty nice. Heat-wise, but yeah, it's kind of gonna be rainy all day. So, like I said, I got everything opened up in the van as far as I'll fix any leaks that are coming in. I have everything open, but that back, I don't know if you can see back there. See that? I got that great way in the back, not the roof, way in the back behind those cabinets. I got duct tape outside. I think I got a video set up for it. I got a couple of videos made up. We got a wide truck coming through here, and a big excavator on him. I wonder if he's running any 745s with that thing. I'd let you go play, but not for too long. So if I get a job this year, it's only gonna be for a couple of months. It's all I'm gonna need. Just get a little cash because I'm showing zero cash for this year. I'm showing I think 30,000 for last year, but I have a $58,000 or a $63,000 rollover from the year before, from the whole COVID freaking fiasco. Then that set my finances right upside down, and I ended up having a lot of write-offs that she said you guys either gotta list your write-offs now, or you can never use them. I said, all right, well, add this and that and that and this and that and that. And she was, wow. I said, yeah, I had a lot of expenses. I don't even know how the heck I did half of this, but I did, you know. Money went faster than it came in at that point, but it's all right. I know the secret of money now. Only get what you need, because the more you go get, the more they can tax, and then you gotta go hide it. And the only place you can hide it is putting it back in their hands so they can steal it from you. I'm sorry, I have no faith in this system. Okay, I will be the first one to say, because a lot of people are thinking it, but most people aren't willing to go to the extremes. This system worldwide has failed the human race, and to me, the devil's in charge of it, and not a surprise at all that this was able to be made. And we went for it. We love chasing stuff that ain't real. We love it, you know. I mean, this stuff, it was bad enough when there was gold attached. It's even worse now. There's no gold attached. It's like we got freed from reality, and we're able to have a fake life now. Everybody's living a fake life. I don't care, Nicki Minaj, whoever you want to call it. It's paper. They're living a paper life. You know, Madonna. Anybody that has any money, if you're smart, you will put it in gold. You will go get gold. You'll get some assets too, some properties and all that, but maybe not right now. They're way too much money. You'll never get your money back on that. Because I would like to know who has what do they call that? The surcharge on property from God. Who did God send the bill to for a surcharge increase in property on this planet? It was given to us. And all the devil does is try and steal it from us. Sorry, this video is going all over the place, ain't it? You know, and I'm a good and evil guy. I'm a good and evil thinker, because there ain't no other way this can be. Ain't no other way. But you want to hide behind that paper, thinking that you're all set. It's such a false comfort. It's ridiculous. I understand you got to buy food and all that. I understand all that. Then you got the preppers. They're we got a pothole, whole new kind of pothole in Massachusetts. You know, we love our comforts of physical things, we're a very physical creation. Because we can make something doesn't mean we should make something, you know? I mean, if it's out of absolute necessity, I mean, I can show you, I'm going to buy all these jobs, these industrial areas right here. These farms have been sitting here for I think 5 years now. They're just sitting there, you know? I imagine the guys using them, that they updated farms with the cages and all that to move them around, but I mean, the stuff, all this stuff just sits around. I don't want anything sitting around. I want to use what I have. If I ain't going to use it, I don't want to be babysitting it, you know? Everything I have is going to fit right in here. No storage units. That's why I'm going to have to suck it up, and I'm going to have to just dump a bunch of equipment here pretty soon, because nobody wants to be buying it right now, and the damn weather won't warm up. So, I mean, I got chop saws, generators, table saw. Table saw I'm going to keep, because I just figured out I can fit it in here. So that had been, I can flip it upside down, and I can stuff all kinds of tools inside of it, so it ends up acting as a storage box at the same time. So that's really cool. But TV is something. Yeah, that's what happens. You get too much stuff, you end up dumping on the side of the road, you know? It's crazy. But, yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I'm on the better side of stuff now. Just determining how much longer I'm going to stay around here. I mean, well, that said, I do have to sell the trailer. I got to start sleeping in here. I deal with my propane tank. I'm guessing it's a 94. That's a factory propane system in this van, so I doubt very much that I'm going to be able to keep that in here, you know what I mean? And I don't know if I want to keep propane, but I mean, if I can get enough solar and battery storage, I could probably do all electric on everything, you know what I mean, and not have any kind of anything on the van except for gasoline and the batteries, you know. So I don't know. I got still a long road ahead. It may not even be worth me to do that. I don't know yet. So I got to go with what's cheaper at the moment. Dude, we got a line of stuff coming up. All right, we got them. But yeah, it's all good. Things are looking better. A little more time out here, and then I'm gonna have to start figuring out where I'm gonna go. Is it part of me being chicken? No, not yet. What I need to know is this van's gonna be able to make it. That's my number one issue with this thing. Will this thing make it? And if this makes it, then that's half the battle. I've slept in plenty of gas stations, loading docks, you know, my driving years, so I'm not worried about that. But it's running. I'm doing 70 pretty comfortably now. It's not vibrating, and it ain't doing none of that wacky stuff, so that's good. But when that ball joint was messed up, it was kind of all over the highway. It still feels like it's dancing a little bit, but I don't know. Might be me, it might not be me, I don't know. But yeah, so because I took the refrigerator out, I got a big hole in the side where that grill is, so the refrigerator can breathe. That's gonna go. I gotta block that up because that's a lot of air coming in here. I can feel it up here, and I don't have the heat on, but I can feel it. But yeah, that's what's going on right now. You know, sorry to be rambling on here, but it's running better. That's a huge plus. You know what I mean? I want to be able to take it and not worry about it. You know. You know, the problem is I don't have a seat for my. Oh, they can sit way in the back. That's right. Yeah, they can sit way back there if they had to. tomorrow I'm taking this to my brother's son's Jack and Jill baby shower. They're doing Jack and Jill baby shower. I don't know, never heard of it before, but we have it now. But they've been they had a hard time conceiving, so this is a really big deal. Their first kid, you know, first kid for my brother Jerry. First grandchild. I think it's a boy. I'm not sure what it is, but I thought they may have said that. That could have been my buddy's daughter, Amanda, that I was living with in Oklahoma. She had the boy. So yeah, it's sorry, hold on. It'll be fun. So we're gonna go in this thing. Me, my brother, my daughter, maybe both my daughters. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But they'll have to hang out on the bed with the 2 seats on the side. What I'm gonna do, I got the seat belts. I still have the seat belts, so I may reset the seat belts way in the back so people can. If I have to drive more people, I can. Because up here there's gonna be a table over here. And that's going to be a bench on this side, so I might need more seat belts. But you'll see it as I go. I just want a lot of sitting and storage, and that'll be where the behind my seat where I'm sitting right now. That's going to be where the batteries go. But I have a spot underneath the there's a cavity underneath the frame, in the frame. That the batteries can go in. They're just gonna make sure they fit in. That's all. But other than that, we're good to go. But I'm gonna let this go. I want to give you an update. Things riding nice. I mean, we're doing some good speed. I can do this for a few minutes too, instead of you staring at me. Just show this for a few minutes. I hope it's going. I hope the video's looking okay. But I can't see nothing. So. I mean, all this stuff's sitting around. They're sitting around. It's been here for years. I've seen the same stuff for like 5 years now, you know? And it's crazy. I mean, crazy. Nope. No, that was the old toilet. Just came out of his parking spot. And I took the corner a little bit too fast. But yeah. This video will be interesting to me too, because I haven't seen how I drive except feel it, you know. I used to drive milk around, so yeah, I didn't care what that. It never had an opinion on how my driving was, you know. There's the Blackstone River. Some good fishing in there. If anybody's up in the Northeast and you're in like Uxbridge, Millville, Blackstone, Webster, some other towns. I mean, there's some nice fishing. I'm not a big fisher, but I'll go. I just hang out. I mean, I don't mind just sitting there and resting and relaxing. I like the relaxation of it. But I won't, unless I meet a girl that likes fishing. She's gonna have to put the worms on the hook and take the fish off the hook. I ain't doing that. But I'll go with her. But that's it. Yeah, this is the town of Millville we're driving through right now. All these houses, some of these houses are here, some of these houses just got put up, but there's a lot of build up everywhere, you know. And yeah, interesting. Interesting, you know, how life changes, but yet it kind of doesn't change very fast, you know. Now, there's a waste of a motorhome just sitting there. Maybe they're planning. Who knows? Maybe they're making their plans and getting their stuff in order so they can travel. Who knows? Is full-time RVing the thing? I don't know. I have no idea. But having never done it, always been in one spot, I'm probably gonna like it for a good long time. You know. We'll see. I'm making no plans. I'm making no assumptions. I'm making no. Or as few as possible anyways. I'm trying not to make any assumptions of any kind. I've assumed my whole life, and it's never what I thought it should have been, you know. So Yeah, there's the little bit of river back there too. Oh, I'm going to get a good shot over the bridge actually. Hopefully. There's no cappers around. You know, letting you have your phone in your hand around here. You're like, hey, you can't do that. It's against the war. It's against the war? Yeah, it's against the war. The war's all against that. All right, I don't know if you can see it, but here's a whole bunch of, these are old mill rivers. This is Blackstone River still, but this is all old mills, and they used to run, you know, the power from it all, you know, this big house. I was trying to buy this house, that big thing right there. Then this is the train track, if you can see that, but yeah, that's it. I was trying to buy that house probably 8 years ago now, before I pulled my head out of my butt and realized that this whole thing's a big game for the big guys, and all they're doing is helping them make more money. The more houses I flip and lose on, the more they gain from down the road. So I'm like, you know what? And I'm just charging my fellow human more money because I fixed it for them. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I understand you got to make money, but there's a, I don't know. If I got to buy the junk house at a bigger price than it's worth, then to me it's not worth it. Some narrow roads out here too. If you're ever coming out here with big RVs and stuff, definitely got some narrow roads out there. But I was down in Louisiana, and I found it funny that how narrow the roads were down there too. I mean, I couldn't believe how narrow the roads were. It was like, wow, these are narrow. What the heck? You guys got all the room in the world out here, and you're making the roads this narrow for what? But they don't have to worry about snow and all that. So, but out here, you got to figure a snowbank on that white line. You know, so the road gets small real fast. You know, is this cat gonna jump in front of me? No. All right, he stayed in the pile of junk. Definitely saw an orange cat coming out. I'm gonna cut the video off once I get over the town line here. The town line. Stepping over the line, pal. But yeah, that's about it. I just figured I would go for a little bit of a ride. You know, another test run on the van. It's all registered, it's all insured, and just see how it's gonna go. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go on this, and I will let you know on any updates. All right, later.